Welcome to the episode Middle Ground with JLE, LLC, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, The JLE Experience. On the music and copyright, don't be on Facebook. I always got to say that. We have another great guest for you today. We have wellness coach, health educator, co-founder of JR Organics, 5K runner, and owner and CEO of Favorable Wellbeing LLC, Geneva McCloud, MPH, BSHW. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that music. That's nice.
Oh yeah, still got to do
Gotta,
video for it.
yeah, gotta love your city. Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
We'll
thanks
get
for
into
having
it.
me.
I appreciate you for doing it.
Yeah.
First question: what led you to this path?
Okay, my path to health and wellness started in 2014. I was working full time, single mother with AT&T. Had been there like about 15 years, and just didn't feel fulfilled at all. And always wanted to go to school, but always, just something always came up. I went back and forth several times, but in 2014, I laid before God and asked him what is it that he had me do. And I heard the word nutrition. So I looked into it and had that online opportunity. So I took advantage of being able to work online, go to school online, and still be able to work, because that's always been part of the challenge, getting off from work and trying to go to school. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I got started there, and I just began living what I was learning with it, and also my pastor at the time. Still is my pastor, Pastor Robert E. Garner. He's a big advocate on higher education, and
Okay.
so that was a part of the influence on, he always talked about, just doing what you feel and going to school. So I went back to school, started studying health and wellness. I got the undergrad in health and wellness, then went back in 2017 and got my master's in public health. And I was able to maintain after going back to school. I really found out I used to work out all the time, thought I was
Mm-hmm.
eating well, but really wasn't. And I was able to control my blood pressure, and also maintain a 40-pound weight loss over the last 9 years.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very
So,
awesome.
yeah, just listening to God and just letting Him order my steps. And it's been amazing. Never thought I would have been studying anything related to health science ever. Yeah. I thought I was.
Technology has gotten better. So there's more technology how you can help people get better with it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's been my journey.
Yeah, somebody you
Yeah.
know, Jerry Flynn saying hello, Gigi.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry. Thanks for coming. Yeah. That's my
Um,
buddy. Mm.
Second question: what
Mhm.
is favorable well-being LLC?
Favorable Well-Being was started in 2016, and because I learned health and wellness, I really wasn't quite sure what I was supposed to do with it. But I got the name because I know favor means a good outcome of success. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, whatever I'm going to do is going to be successful. So that's how I came up with the name. And that I know that favor, that's just God. He gives you this life and favor comes from God. So I put all that together. And then I decided, after working while I was in school, I was interning for the American Heart Association,
Okay.
and related to, blood heart disease, and blood pressure is so significant, one of the risk factors related to heart disease. So it just kind of all fell in line, and I wanted to do something after working with the Heart Association, doing faith-based organizations for them. It was called Have Faith and
Mm-hmm.
Heart, and doing different types of workshops, teaching people how to, be healthy. So I decided, okay, I want to do something like that. And then it also goes back to when I was in school online. We did it was called CAP Consulting, because it was Kaplan University at the time. Now it's Purdue Global University. So it was our internship while in school, during undergrad. We built a health and wellness hub, internet hub. And so everybody, and we were putting it together for the faculty and the staff and alumni to have access to health and wellness material and resources. So I was like, man, I think I can do that actually in real life. So I decided to, start my company and say I want to build this organization under helping people in their physical, we call it the pies concept. That's what my pastor calls it. So it's the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So I really wasn't sure how to, bring it all together, but I put the business in place and then started doing after school nutrition programs with children. And then also took some programs to my church and a few other churches and started doing
Mhm.
the Have Faith.
Okay.
And it started like in February with the Go Red. So that's why I'm wearing red today because it's still the Go Red month. And then I just,
Right.
my mother was a survivor of a stroke. And so I knew that that would just be ideal to work in that area of health and wellness. And that's how favorable well-being came about. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Now, what services do you offer?
so I do health coaching, helping, and that's more, behavioral. People ask what is a health coach because they always ask, well, are you a physical trainer or, and it's
Mhm.
like it's not that. It's a mindset. It's to kind of get you to function and keeping setting goals and then turning those goals into habits. Learning, the different types of ways of how to eat, balanced meals, not to beat yourself up, but to stay true to you. And if this is what you want to do, then I'm here to help you to get guide you along the way and meet you right where you are. And we keep you going on a path of wellness, introduce you to diet plans, meal plans,
Mhm.
exercises, programs that are, just get you on the ball and get you rolling. And then the main thing is that it's a lifestyle. So it's not something that you're gonna just take up and do
Yeah.
for a few weeks. The aim is to make it a lifestyle that you can maintain your health and thrive. So I do the
Gotcha.
health coaching under this program, as well as after school safety and nutrition programs with school age children from third grade to about eighth grade.
Okay.
So they
Now,
tend to enjoy it.
as a health
And we do it
educator,
huh?
was that
We,
what did you
yeah,
say?
we actually do it as a whole school approach too, because we wanted to be the families to be involved, the
Hmm.
staff, and the family. So we do, resources and brochures that they take back home, recipes that they can take back home, and so that the parents can be
Okay.
engaged and help the children to stay focused. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. So I
Thank
guess how
you.
long? How you been a health educator?
Well, I
And how would a
graduated in
person?
2017. You said how long have I been a health educator?
And how would a person become one?
Oh, basically, well, I got the master's in health education, so you could just need to take public health science.
Okay.
To be in the health sciences field, and you can become a health educator that way. And I worked with the National Kidney Foundation um, as a coordinator, and that kind of gave me helped me build and learn how to how to effectively deliver programs, as well as, like I said, American Heart Association. And then I also work with Pop Healthcare as a community advocate, and we worked with seniors and helped them to stay. If there's anything that they're having problems with, we help them to get the resources that they needed to also continue to thrive in their lifestyles as well. So that was pretty good. And so those are the kind of the jobs that you can have in public health. There's but I enjoyed it with the American Heart Association and the Kidney Foundation, and then Pop Health was under the umbrella of Blue Cross Blue Shield. So
Okay.
work with pretty good companies that help influence and mold me into being public health educator. Yeah. And taking different types of courses, grant writing, and also during the COVID, we actually let's see, what was it called? Where you I can't even think of the name of it, but it was there was programs for us to help with getting the results and screening and things like that for people who had COVID. Kind of like the
Okay.
epidemiology work, a little bit behind the scenes. Mhm.
Sweet.
Yeah. So,
Got another friend of yours.
yep, that is Nurse Knuckles with Love Yourself a Life.
Say hello, Coach Gigi. We had Love
Like,
Yourself for Life. Appreciate your service, dedication, health, and wellness. That's the
awesome.
name,
Thank you.
Nurse Knuckles.
Yeah, Nurse Knuckles. Yeah. Yeah, that's while we talked about
Okay.
health and wellness, that's a group nonprofit organization that I volunteered with for about since 2020. We got on board and met her. She actually uh, planned that program um,
Mm-hmm.
for stroke survivors. And we raise
Okay.
funds to stroke survivors, their family members, and caregivers to stroke camps. I worked with them on the board for 2 years as the treasurer.
Yeah, I was thinking it. Yeah, they put the hands on you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's,
was gonna say I was thinking it though.
yep, nurse Knuckles, that's what they used
Yeah, I was straight thinking it. Like she don't play around with you. I'm
That's
gonna take this
right.
mess. I'm trying to help you.
We'll get you together.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now you're co-founder of JR Organics. What is that?
The JR Organics, we are our herbal well-being company, and we distribute sea moss gels. And, we have the plain sea moss, and then we also have the fruit and fruit sea moss gels and herbal tea blends. And you familiar with sea moss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
You
So
already
it's
have.
yeah, dietary supplement that just helps with a lot of things, reduces that brain fog, gives you energy. It's anti-inflammatory, but it gives you that energy and kind of gets that mucus out the body, and was it's really good. And you can use it even topically for facials and to wash your hair. So it's got a lot of benefits.
Now, is brain fog attributed to wellness?
Let me see, is it
You-
attributed to wellness?
Yeah. Was your health being jacked up or something?
Yeah, brain fog as you get older, you have so much going on that you just and then a lot of toxins that we put in our body and the pollutants in the air creates that brain fog as well. So the older you get, the more you lose. And then also basically um, high blood pressure, things like that will cause Alzheimer's and dementia if you don't get control over it. So a lot of times, a lot of people who actually have high blood pressure, they wind up being some of the ones who have dementia and Alzheimer's.
Wow. Never heard that
Yeah.
correlation before. Something
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I just recently learned that, and I was like, it makes sense though, because the blood and the flow to the brain. Yeah.
new. Yeah.
So. And then just constantly putting that bad stuff into your body, those pollutants and those toxins, it really don't help. So, and then we have
Now,
the herbal tea blends also with JR Organics, and we actually will be having on coming up. We're going to have a health retreat.
okay.
hmm And we actually call it a
Now,
beet retreat.
a beat retreat. Okay.
Mhm.
That's dope. Now, if a person say once we did a fast, would that help them get some of the toxins out of their system?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you fasting, you getting those toxins out for sure. And then you during the fast, you're giving up something that's been, causing you some problems. So you definitely want to, uh the fasting definitely just removes a lot of toxins and poisons out the body. And you lose weight, and your fast, you giving up quite a bit. And there's different type of fast. So some people give up the meat, some people give up bread, some people will just go strictly with vegetables and fruits and the legumes and things like that, beans and taking away the things that can create a lot of the toxins. So fasting definitely is ideal to
Okay.
remove toxins out the body. This hair is like
Awesome. Yeah,
I'm on
see,
air. This hair is like
you
kind of
talking about
on
it. You know there. Let's see in the struggle going on. I know you're gonna win.
right.
Now, how long have you been a 5K runner?
Oh, I started that training myself once I went back to school. So I would say since 2014 when I went back. So since 2015, I've been running avid runner. Um, and I pretty much trained myself and just run around my community and on the treadmills for training and the elliptical. That's like my favorite machine, the elliptical. And yeah, I've been running for like
Okay.
5 years. Over the years, I've done uh, different races around the city. And in 2016, I joined Black Girls Run. And so they're like global. And in 2016, I took my first trip by myself to Atlanta and did
Okay.
the 5K race over there with the Black Girls Run group. And it was just, they had a conference. It's called Sweat with Your Soul. And I went by myself. So I ran into some ladies from LA, and they were like, "Well, where your Detroit sisters at?" I'm like, "Well, I came by myself." So they said, "Well, we're gonna make you a LA Black Girls Run with us." So I had a
Okay.
ball. It was awesome hanging out with those ladies over there. Yeah, in Atlanta.
Did you ever do the spin classes?
Yep, spin classes. I done those. Love those. I actually
You're a
got a
superhero.
girlfriend. Ha, ha.
You're a superhero. I used to work out
Oh,
at Wayne
thank you.
State. They had the weights in the basement of the fitness center. I'd be hitting the weights and I'd peek my head in there and be like, what the world?
Yeah, the spinning. We did spinning
They
down
be
there in
going
Atlanta.
like, oh Lord,
Yeah,
nah, I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready. Nah,
it's so
I ain't ready
cool.
for that.
It's so
I ain't
cool.
ready for that.
Yeah. Then you be doing
Yep.
things with your hand. You be dancing with it too. You know.
Oh man, that dude that was on the bike, he was like up, maybe like at least 5 minutes. Like, then he gonna let him sit back down. Some people like they
Right.
fight right down. I'm like, man, they soldiers. I don't know about that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Spinning is awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna go probably in the next week or so. I'm gonna catch up with my girlfriend. She's been trying to get me to come over there to the edge with her. She's over there in Farmington doing it. So either it's a Thursday or Saturday. She told me to come on over there and join her. So I'm excited about that.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
Done some kickboxing too.
I need to start doing that.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's been a minute since that. So as a result of the pandemic, I kind of fell off from a lot of those activities, but I'm ready now to get back into it. I've made a dedication to actually do at least 3 races this year, and I actually want to travel again out of state and do at least one.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Hmm.
teammate said she loved it, and your hair is stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
got to the point now where it's promote everything you got going on. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, like I say, I do a lot of volunteer work and I love it. I just love people. I just love everybody. And even since a kid, it's like I just loved everybody. I did the little girls' hair on the block. They come over, I braid everybody's hair. I was a babysitter. I worked for my first job was at Dore Me Learning Center. They
Okay.
were over on 7 Mile in Prevost. And I
Okay.
did that and just always was a communicator and just just wanted to make everybody happy. And sometimes we get caught up in making everybody want to help make everybody else happy and help everybody else that we lose ourselves and don't take care of ourselves. So
That's true.
that's part of this journey of self-care. You have to take care of yourself as well or you won't be any good to anybody else. So that's a lot of what I work with and try to teach my clients. It's like you got to take care of yourself. We taking care. We the women predominantly. We like the gatekeepers of your family. Change that word gatekeeper to something else though here recently.
Well, it seems like be like hey,
What is that?
people
You're trying
not
to
getting
steal,
in.
you trying to keep all the information. You're not sharing anything. So I don't even know if that term is even any good anymore.
Yeah, as I heard, if you're trying to get in Hollywood, you got gatekeepers blocking you. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they call it now, the gatekeeper. So I was like, okay, I might have to find another term.
The
Yeah,
I guess
so just
you
trying
could
to
say the wonderful watchers and protectors of the
yeah, so we take care of everybody else, and like I said, my siblings and I, we're actually uh the caregivers for both our parents. My mother's a breast cancer survivor. She's had a number of strokes, and my dad, he had a stroke a couple
family.
few years back. So it's really, really challenging, and you can find yourself not taking care of you. So, but we take our time, we rotate and take care of the family, and try to do best we can because everybody still have to work, you know. And I love going to church. My pastor, being my pastor, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be in this position, as I mentioned earlier. Him being an advocate of health and just being an awesome, awesome leader and teacher. And he's actually going to be elevated to auxiliary bishop in March. So we're really excited about that. And I'll be doing some programs. I was doing programs in the church on health and wellness prior to the
Mhm.
pandemic, and so he actually asked me last week. He said, "Okay, it's time to get back in it, and let's start doing some programs again in the church." And so I've actually come up with a new name for the programs because of my interest in blood pressure, and it's called "There's Power in Numbers." So
Okay.
you got to know your numbers, and in order to stay well, know what's the high risk, when is it hypertension, when is it uh, risk your risk factors of being high blood pressure. So want to teach people about that. Go back into doing that again in different churches, and uh, yeah, just kind of networking now and reintroducing myself to the leaders to let them know that I'm here and we ready to help, because I just learned we at the Love Yourself for Life ball last Friday. The doctor that was there, he mentioned that high blood pressure, and that Detroit is the number 2 city with high blood pressure in the United States. Out of all these cities, not the states, but the city, number 2 city in with high blood pressure. So I really want to get out here and on the ground and helping to stop that. And then the number 2, another city here in Michigan is Southfield. So what that means is that people that move on the west side that lived in Detroit, they moved to Southfield. So that's just the other part of Detroit over there. That's why it's full of blood pressure. Then Flint is the other one here in Michigan. So um, just some franchise cities, low resources, but I want to, like I say, get into the schools, get back in the schools and in the
Now, do they have
churches.
stats for what makes them those numbers? Is it what they're eating, or is it stress, or a combination of
Yeah.
both?
Combination of both, but a lot to do with the eating because, I do substitute teaching also, and the students would come to school with a bag of Takis and a blue juice. So that's they breakfast sometimes, and the schools really provide breakfast. You have the babies are the ones who, like kindergartners, and I would say to like second grade, they always eat their breakfast. They eat all the food. But it's once you get
Mhm.
to like fifth grade, middle school students don't want to eat the breakfast. They want to eat, bring stuff, and they stop at the gas stations and getting, snacks and things like that. And the parents, and I get it, parents busy. and they just trying to hurry up and get you something quick and fast. So that's part of the reason why I'm in the schools doing these food and safety and nutrition programs, so that the kids can go back home and show their parents quick, easy meals that they can make, or even the kid can make, because they're going to learn them as I teach them. So it's something that they can make quick, fast, and have a nutritious breakfast or snacks and dinners.
Now, I remember when First Lady Michelle Obama wanted to overhaul the foods that the schools were getting to be a little more nutritious.
Hmm.
Everybody had an uproar about that.
Yeah, they did. They changed it. The program that she implemented, they took it down. It's no longer. They changed a lot of it, and they took it down. Yeah, it was less move, and they changed it. It used to be the pyramid for the
Okay.
food, so it's called My Plate now. Yeah, so some of the stuff is still there on the government site, but they removed quite a bit of it. So, but there's still a lot of funding available. So the
Okay.
funding is still there in the schools, and so we need people like me to come to the schools and make sure, like, okay, so you got these funds, so let's use it for the kids and make sure that they're getting taught how to eat properly, making sure they're getting their proteins, their you know,
Mhm.
fats and fats and carbs. So, just not, just teaching them, a better way, because, you know, especially in the Black communities, we just don't know,
Yeah,
or and then we think that it's expensive. Oh, eating healthy is so expensive, but it's really not. You do it the same way you do anything else. You look at your circular ads, you see what's on sale, and you buy what's on sale that's nutritious.
that's true.
Hmm.
You
Like,
know, it's serious. We don't drink enough water.
yes, that's a
We
serious
get some
problem.
chips, popping a honey bun all day, but won't grab a water with it.
There's a ton of people who don't like water, they just don't like it.
Yep, yep, yep. I know people like that too.
Yeah.
I had to drink with ice, and I can do it.
I like room temperature water.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
I know a few
It
people
just
that
it
like.
it stops that bloating, because
Ah,
you drink that cold water. Now in the winter summertime, I sweat and every
mhm.
more room temperature. Uh, can you still hear me?
Like you going in and out at the moment.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's happening. I'm gonna plug my computer up to maybe help to make sure it's plugged up.
Okay, now you moving.
Okay. All right.
Oh, problem. Hey, we work it out.
That's right. Like what we said earlier, the devil is a liar. We got this. All
All
right.
the time.
We got
We
this.
work it out. We talking about health. That's something good. We need to talk about.
Uh,
I'm working on my health.
God got
Find
this in
time for it
control. He got it. God got us. Hmm. That's
all the
right.
time.
So, yeah. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, water, that's major. That's major. So you can even do some good things with water. You can infuse your water. You can put some berries in it, lemons, lime, mint, different things like that, orange. It's good. And that kind of encourages people to drink it if they can, do some little infusing with the water.
Okay. I,
Mhm.
I know. I remember a while ago. I bought some bottled water. They said like this is Dom Perignon water. I can't remember which one. It was like $5. Like, I mean, I ain't trying to be no jerk, but I don't feel like this Dom Perignon I'm drinking. What's the difference? I'm not getting for $5. They're like, let me get this Brit and call it a day. Let me do that.
Right. I
Work with
know.
that. I ain't spending this $5 at the store. Oh, that's the best water. Like, okay.
Yeah, just put some lemon in it, and that'll make it good water. Just add some lemon. It's gonna detoxify the body as well a lot better. Get those electrolytes, give you more electrolytes. Yeah, and
I
flush
definitely
everything
live with the lemon water. All the talking I be doing now. Like, sure. I ain't
out.
sound like a robot on here.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Oh no, you good, CC. A great guests and comments they posting. All right.
Okay.
So what has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
Um, let's see, what's been my biggest challenge? Change, just adapting and staying focused, which because we gotta accept change. Change happens all the time. So that's the biggest thing. Yeah, and just adapting to change. I think I wrote something down here. Yeah, and actually to just get out of my own way and stay focused, um, and not worry about in my journey because I left my job of a Fortune 500 company to pursue health and wellness, and a lot of people was like, wow, you shouldn't do that, and I'm like, I gotta do what's gonna make me happy. So, but the biggest challenge is just getting out of my
Yeah.
own way and not worrying so much about the money because God got me. Bottom line, I don't worry about I don't try to worry
Mhm.
about any of that. I just keep walking into what he's leading me to, and I know he's gonna take care of me. And I got to keep my faith, because I can't please him if I. It's impossible to please God without faith. So I keep my faith.
I mean, he know what you want, so if he telling you go do this, the money gonna come
Right, exactly. So
as you
that's what
build
I
it.
say.
The stuff will keep following, and when it come, you had the right mindset, and you want to be like, "I'm rich, I'm out here." Like, oh, she lost her mind. She just balling out of control. She grounded.
Right, because
Don't
it's a
turn Dave
transformation of
Chappelle
the
on.
mind. Yeah, you gotta transform your mind, and that's part of coaching people. It's like a transformation of the mind and know what it is that you want, and it's inside. It's just something that's inside of you that you
Mm-hmm.
gotta let go. You gotta let
But
go. And
I
I
ain't hold
got
you up.
something coming out too for people too, and it's all about that God that's inside. I got something special on the way coming out.
But hey, God know the nut He made. When I get that real bread, I'm rich. Just get that Dave Chappelle out just for a hot second. Like, oh, this would feel like okay. This would feel like. Have a
He
good
got
laugh.
you. Yeah, I'll be ready to shout it from the mountaintops too. I'm rich. I got it. I made it.
Mm-hmm. Charlie
Just stay,
Murphy.
stay true. Stay true. Stay true. Stay focused. That's
You
that's
got
the
to.
biggest thing. Stay
You got
focused.
to. You got to be yourself. Got a few
Mhm.
comments here. Fellow classmate CC said I have congestive heart failure and I drink almost 11 bottles of water a day. She's really trying this year. You have any tips that can help her?
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that you are getting that water and with that congestive heart failure. Try to beet juice. Beet juice. If try some beet juice. Juicing is good. Celery juice. Some people can't tolerate celery juice. But you can do some CC. You can do celery juice with apple and cucumber, and that will kind of keep everything flushed and clean, and that's good for you. That beet juice is really good for the blood.
I'll try that myself one day. Just see.
Yeah.
That's okay. We
Yeah,
got
juicing is good.
face what we need.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's truly the God in me.
Mhm.
Amen.
Yeah, amen.
Homeboy, a little bit of apple juice, and I could drink a gallon of water.
Okay.
I'm nuts. I'm a musician. Absolutely. How do I prepare it?
You know what? I'm gonna share my contact information, and you can inbox me on Messenger. Geneva McCloud MPH on Facebook, and on Instagram is it's Gigi Mag, ITSGIGIMAC. Yeah, just inbox me and I can send you some information.
Okay. And I know her, so if you send it to me, I could
Okay.
send it to her.
Okay.
Make sure there's a few comments. Your people, I love for you, boy. Apple juice water, great ideas. I think I'm caught up now. What are your recommendations on spring water versus spring water?
Which one is spring water versus what? Maybe alkaline or which one?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, like I guess a natural spring maybe, and the spring where you might buy at the store because that's an interesting way to put the question.
I said I can type in my information.
I'm gonna give it to you, CC. So you get to me, I'll message you.
Okay.
I'm there. Okay, purified.
A
Keep up
purified
with
water. She said purified water versus spring water.
it. Okay, alkaline. I heard about that water.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be that it don't have as many. Let me see. What can I really say
Infection.
about it? Let's see the versus purified water. It's
All right,
it's,
we call.
it's supposed to be more chemicals in the purified water than in
Okay.
spring water. It's supposed to be just more natural. Dr. Sabi, I believe a lot of people picked that up from Dr. Sabi, that to go with the spring water, that it was more natural, and that
Oh,
there's
alkaline not.
oh, alkaline is good too. Yeah, it helps with the pH balance. It's got the right pH balance in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better for you. But you sometimes you can over detox, you know.
What
You
you
can
talking
over
about?
lose,
What do you mean
lose
over detox?
nutrients in the body. Yeah, you can overdo it. You don't have to, because I actually when I went to the doctor, yep, the spring has more minerals. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Nurse Knuckles, they was talking about you on here. They said Knuckles.
That's a dope name.
It is.
Love your
Yep,
energy.
more minerals. Yep, that's it. More minerals in the spring water.
He said
Yes,
it's
sir.
hard to get Starbucks.
Oh, I know. I know. Yeah. But your doctor will check when you go and get your blood work and everything done. They'll check your the alkaline pH balance and see how it is in your body. So as long as you flushing, drinking your water, and uh drinking your water, eating clean vegetables, because a
Mm.
lot of the vegetables is water, do your melons. And as a kid, I didn't even like
No.
cantaloupe and honeydew melon, but those are like
Okay.
the best fruits for you because they loaded with water.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll
And
eat those.
and the watermelon is loaded with water. That's why in the summertime, and it's a summer fruit, those are summer fruits. And I
It's kind of
told,
sugary though.
huh?
Watermelon tastes good, but it's kind of sugary. When you think about it.
But it's natural.
Okay.
It's natural sugar, so it's not that bad. And but the water overloads all the sugar that's in it, and they don't be
Yeah.
that sweet no more anyway. Sometimes they not as sweet as they could be. You gotta go down south somewhere and get a sweet watermelon.
Yeah, you gotta know how to knock on it right. Big Mama taught you right.
All right,
Get
now
you
I got it right. Look at the web and on the bone around the.
Last time I bought one, the old school lady like, "Nah, baby, that ain't good." Well, see, hear this sound, hear that one. Like, oh, thanks.
Oh,
Like, really is something to that knocking. Thought it was just something they do. That's awesome.
yeah.
All
So yeah,
right.
those are really good fruits for you to keep you hydrated. Those are awesome. Yeah, and
Okay.
those cucumbers are hydrating, very hydrating.
Okay. Now, is it okay to be drinking Gatorade, Powerade for electrolytes?
I don't know. That's what I don't know if that's commercial or if you really should or not, but I guess it's okay, but I wouldn't drink a whole lot of it. I would go more towards water, because it's got some kind of flavor in it, because
Balance it out.
it's got some kind of artificial flavors in it for sure. So
Okay.
yeah.
Balance.
And my key thing is ingredients. Look at nutrition labels and nutrition facts. If you got something that's got more than like if it's got about 5 ingredients, but it's more than like, if it's something that you can't pronounce, then we need to kind of stay away from it. You know, Look at those ingredients that's on your food. Because if it's got 20 ingredients on it and you can't pronounce none of them, I don't think
I got you. Can't pronounce it, something ain't right.
something ain't right there. Yeah.
Okay, I feel that. I feel that. Well, hey, don't trust it.
Don't trust it. Yeah.
Hey, listen to your Holy Spirit. You get that spidey sense, like I don't know about this. Put it
Mm,
back.
yeah.
Put it
Put
back.
it back.
I'm trying to warn you.
Yes. And look at the label for the organic, the USDA label for organic. Some people, I was in the market one time and lady asked me which one was the organic, because it might say organic on it, but it's not, or all natural. But unless it has that label on it that says non-GMO or USDA organic, then you know that you're getting organic food.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, in your opinion, what has been your impact on your journey?
Um, let's see. Back in my journey. You said my biggest impact?
No, what's been your impact in your opinion on your journey so far?
Oh, to just live my best healthy life. Yeah, live my best healthy life the best I can, and get out, work out, eat healthy, um, avoid stress, avoid negative people, because that
Now,
will,
speak on that negative people for a second. What you mean?
negative behavior. When you're trying to do something good, and then you got people that's just going against the grain and talking against what you do. Avoid those people, because you still, I want to stay true to me, and do what's necessary to live healthy, and keep all negativity away from me.
Okay.
Yeah, stay away from all negativity.
Dope.
Mhm.
And last question: what advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Uh, really, you just got to think about what you want to do, what it is that makes you happy. Sometimes you can even go back to your childhood and say, what was it that I used to like to do when I was a kid that made me happy? Once I got to when I was in school, what was it that I liked to do that made me happy? um, think about the aptitude test that we had to take when we were in school. um, everybody, I think it's like I think you take it a few different times, maybe in the 5th grade, middle school, and then again in high school, the aptitude test. I remember when I took mine, and it said that I was in communication. I was a communicator. So I was like, oh, that means I'm supposed to be a journalist. So I knew that was supposed to communicate with people, but back then you didn't know what type of jobs, not really that culture to know the
Yeah.
level of different things that you can do as a communicator. But I always knew that I was supposed to communicate, and I used to get the threes and attendance because I talk too much. So
I remember what it was called. A thing. I forgot what they called them.
yeah, it would
That's
get
not.
better. It would get better, but I start off with them ones and stuff because I'm quiet, initially. But once I get to know you and stuff, I love to talk. But initially, I'm quiet because I'm just an observer. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, the aptitude test, think about that, like, okay, and just what is it that you really enjoy doing, or what really makes you happy? If you're and communicate with God. God is inside of you. He knows what it is that what your purpose is. He knows. Yep, citizenship of three.
Taking it back old school. The S's and O's. Okay, remember that stars. That flashback. The 80s.
Right.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you
the
get me all the
70s.
stars like he kid.
Telling
You
my
get
age
over
for
there
real.
with
I went back to the 70s.
that's
Yeah, but yeah,
96.
just knowing who you are, and then you'll know your purpose, and just that's the best advice I could give you. Just sit back and think about what's gonna bring you the most happiness.
Okay,
I think that's it. Yeah, yeah,
that's awesome advice.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think
And
that's the
definitely
real deal.
help. It definitely gonna help people. I learned some stuff myself with the health information.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And I want y'all to keep states root for me, because like I said, I'm planning on doing me some I done did the 5K, so now it's trying to step it up and do 10K. And I
Oh
plan
wow.
to, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
gangster. 10K.
yeah, 10K. Got to get the 10K now. Then it's the half marathon. So I'm pushing. I got to get to it. I was to go train right before the pandemic and go to the Honolulu marathon. And but pandemic, so I stopped training for it. But if I had planned to go there, so that's still on my bucket list to get to Hawaii and do the Honolulu Marathon.
They got it back up and running.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
It's been back up for a couple years. Well, last year was back up last year. So
Okay.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna get myself geared up for that. And then Alabama, I want to go to Alabama. That's on my list as well, because that's another major city in Birmingham, Alabama. That's another major city that has high blood pressure. And they have a race down there. So I'm like, I want to go down to Birmingham, Alabama and do that, the Mercedes-Benz race.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Got some money going down there for that, man. Mercedes ain't cheap. Dang. I ain't bet you the same Mercedes. Like they go to
That's what
Alabama.
it's
Ballers got some bread going down that way.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So
Got people in Alabama.
yeah.
Nice
So
city. Nice.
that's what my family roots are. So I want to touch and get to some of these cities and work in these cities. Like Gary, Indiana is the #1 city with high blood
Oh
pressure.
wow.
Yeah.
I ain't dropped my pen.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I want to visit them, work with some pastors over there with the church congregations and schools and things like that. But yeah, first you have to start at home though. You have to make your impact at home. Take care of
True.
home first. So
That's true.
mhm.
You about to be busy. You definitely keep tracking. You always welcome back. Come back to the show when you got the event going on if you want to market it.
Okay. Nice. I appreciate you. Yeah. I remember when we met, I think we met at was it Plugged In, Metro Plug?
I think so.
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charles
That's,
McKay. Yeah.
that's what I
Mhm.
meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I know he got an event coming for his birthday and his master's graduation.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
like, congratulations, man. Doing big things.
Yeah, that's nice. Yes, that's nice. So yes, y'all doing big things here with these podcasts and
I'm
it's
trying. Appreciate you.
yeah, I mean, because you got to quit this what season?
Your season 9, this episode 14.
Yeah, that's a long time. Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm honored to be here. I appreciate you reaching out to me and allowing me to share my journey, my story, and the things that's keeping me happy. And just want to stay healthy and well. And I just want everybody else to be well. That's just my main goal because we can do it. And like I said, we start with the babies first, introduce it to them. And these babies, they want to know.
Yeah.
They want to know.
Yeah, a lot
So
of them want to go pro, have the right
yeah.
body so they can go do their thing, go exercise, go hang out, look right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then how you gonna go pro? And because we've seen this happening over just the last couple of months where then had some tragic incidents because we don't know the cause of a lot of it, but we know that some of it does have a lot to do with diet and exercise and being in the house on them gadgets, you know. Mama used to tell you, go outside. As soon as you get
Oh
up and
yeah. Oh,
you're done cleaning up and cleaning them baseboards and the windows and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Mom from Alabama, you better get outside. Don't come back till the street lights come on. That was definitely what she was on. You breaking up, come back. You ain't came back yet. She trying to come back. I definitely want to thank wellness coach, health educator, co-founder of JR Organics, 5K runner, and owner and CEO of Favorable Wellbeing
Versus
LLC.
kind of spinning.
Oh no, still spinning. You had came back for a second. And Favorable Wellbeing LLC, Geneva, McCloud, MPH, BSHW. All this awesome advice he gave us on health. Beet juice. I'm try that myself, see what it do. I hope it sound like it tastes nasty, but it's probably good for you. And We got another great show later for my second show at 10:30. Talk about different topics. Hope everybody enjoy the weekend. Have a safe Valentine's. You're going out. Safe Super Bowl. We're going to see a few ads before we shut this party down. Have a good one. I might have her back. Let's see. Back. There you go. You back, Geneva? So we can go sign off. It still ain't working right. Till next time, everybody.